What's up, everybody? So this is going to be a quick video showing how to replace a water inlet hatch on your trailer. I didn't see too many of these videos on YouTube, so I thought I'd record one to help somebody else that's looking for the same thing. Alright, so here's the tools I'm going to be using and the parts. I went and got a gravity inlet hatch with a little locking mechanism from Camping World. Comes with the butyl tape, screws, all that good stuff you're going to need. If you want to swap out the lock, they have a little thumb lock here that just turns without a key. Got some scrapers, got this little scraper here, this one's really good too, and just, you know, other stuff you're gonna need. Trash to scrape off all the old gook. So what I've done so far, get you up to speed, loosen the screws here, and this is already falling apart. When I was pulling it away from the trailer, it was just basically breaking, so it's really old. I went ahead and scraped off most of the stuff here, the old butyl tape, and then released the hose clamps on the main inlet and then on the overflow, and then got access to my hoses down here so I could give it a little bit more room to work with, so a little more hose to work with. So that's where I'm at so far. I'm gonna continue to scrape away. Since I have the hose clamps off, I'm gonna go ahead and take this all the way off, and I'll fill you in on the rest. So now I'm taking a paper towel with some mineral spirits on it and just cleaning around the outside. I've already done a little bit on this part, getting all that old yucky stuff off. Alright, mineral spirits got it all cleaned up, and now we're at problem number one. I've got a round hole there, and the part that I'm putting in here is square and much bigger than what I have there. So I was about to make a template, but noticed that the package that it came in already has a template right there that fits right over the top of this, and it's pretty much the same measurements all the way around, 3.5 by 4 1/4. So I'm just going to put this up here and draw out a little template of where I need to make my cuts, and then go from there. Alright, so here we are, we're back. Had to do a little bit of research because I wasn't sure what I need to use to cut a hole bigger in the side of my trailer here. I called the dealership where I bought my trailer, Lemke RV in Rockland. Great place, by the way. Highly recommend it if you're in the area. They told me Sawzall or air saw. I don't have either of those, but I do have a jigsaw with a long enough blade. That's the key. So if you look here, my blade is long enough to make it all the way through. You also want to connect it to your tool, and I did that. Stuck it up in there and just to check if the blade would pass through the other side, and it will. So I'm going to use that to trim a bigger hole in here. Wish me luck. Just like that, we've got a rectangle hole. Not a square hole, rectangle hole. So just for reference, the thickness of the wall here is 1 3/4, and it looks like it has a piece of wood and fiberglass in the front. It's got the very thin wood paneling in the back, and then just fluffy stuff in the middle. The blade that I used for my jigsaw was just one in a standard pack, and this is 3 1/4 inch long, which was plenty to cut a hole in there. So good stuff. Moving on. So the hole is cut. Everything's vacuumed out, nice and clean now. This fits right in there like a glove. So next, I'm gonna go ahead and put some marks in here for the holes, drill those out, and screw them in. So let's get started on that. So really quick, my initial thought was that I was going to put a square pattern for the screws. So here, 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 and here. Decided to skip that, and I thought it'd be better to go the middle, top and bottom, and then the outsides. It's going to give it more distance from the actual cutout, which is right here. So these are pretty close to the cutout. This and this are a little bit farther away, and this is definitely a lot farther away. So I thought that would be a little bit better. So I'm going to drill holes for those instead. Alright, so I've got my 4 holes drilled here. Doop, doop. I'm going to go ahead and put on the butyl tape right along the outer edge here, around the outside. I've never actually worked with this stuff before, so hope it goes well. Got my fingers crossed. How hard could it be, right? Alright, so I'll pop that on, and alright, so butyl tape is all installed on the outer edge there. I made sure to cover up the screw holes too, where I'm going to be putting it through. I noticed on some of the other ports on my trailer it's kind of the same way and gives the screws kind of something to bite into when you're screwing it in. They give you more than enough to work with here, and luckily I made the mistake of folding it over on itself as I was applying it, so it got really sticky and was hard to kind of separate, but had plenty. Got it really sealed around the outer edge, pushed onto there. Probably going to go around and just mush it down just a little bit more in the corner here and some parts where it's sticking up. So should be good. Let's attach it and screw it in. I got a little excited. It's ready to attach it. Don't forget to attach your hoses. I had to peel mine off. Luckily I have a whole roll of butyl tape that I had just bought, so I'm going to scrape this stuff off and start over again and then reattach my hoses, my water hoses, before I attach this. Don't let that happen to you. Butyl tape round 2. Got it reattached. Got it cleaned off of here pretty well. If you do get into this predicament, a metal scraper works wonders. It'll get it off. It's kind of like pulling gum off, but not as sticky. So ready to go. I'm going to reattach my water hoses, the water and the overflow, and then we will attach and screw down. Wish me luck. Okay, so there we go. It's all sealed up, screwed in. Wife just locked it, so I can't open it. I was showing her when she got home. Last thing to do is I'm going to go around the outside, probably tomorrow after this cures, to put some RV sealant around it. I'm going to use the ProFlex stuff that I've been reading that most people recommend around the outside, and I'll be good to go. So that's pretty much how you do that. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.